Hi everyone! I know this video is going to be shared, so I'll do the introduction of myself. So hi, my name is Jackie Wilson. I've been with It Works Global as a triple diamond. I've been with the company for about 5.5 years. I've been with them since May of 2014. And so I kind of just wanted to go over what this is all about because I get people asking me all the time, and I know this video is going to be shared out, and there are people just wondering, like, how does it work? Is it real? All the things. So I figured I would go over all the details and kind of let you guys know so that you had a little bit more information. So first of all, like I said, my name is Jackie Wilson. I've been with It Works Global since 2015, May of 2014, and the company's been around since 2001. So we've been around for a really long time, and we are a completely debt-free company, and I'm going to talk in a little bit about why that is so important. But the few things that I'm just going to get out in the open really quick before I start my little journey and like kind of why I jumped into this, what it's all about, how we do it, how we make money. The few things that people always wonder, because there are a lot of other companies that are very similar but not the same. We don't have inventory, so that's kind of the biggest thing is people are like, I have to pay a bunch of money and get a bunch of products. That's not what we do. Everything is online. We don't have to ship anything out. We don't have to have inventory sitting at our house expiring or like trying to push things on people. That is not what we do. We are marketing, right? So we don't have inventory. We don't have quotas. So you're not going to be like, oh my gosh, like people are always like, I can't sell anything, so therefore how can I do this? Like you don't have to sell, you get to decide what you want to do, right? So you can do as much or as little as you want. We have no quotas at all. We have no contracts. We have nothing like that. It's very pressure free. And I don't get paid to convince anyone to do this. And so I think that's the one thing that people kind of get nervous about is like, I don't know if I could do that because I can't sell and all this stuff. And I'm going to kind of go over that a little bit, but those are like the few things that people ask me that I just wanted to get out there in the open first. So I heard about this company back in January of 2014 from a friend that was posting about on Facebook, and I saw what she was doing, asked for a little bit more information, realized what it was, thought all of those things that I already said. I was like, I can't do this because a million reasons. And so I just kind of watched her for a few months. I watched her absolutely fall in love with the products. Our products are all health and wellness and beauty products. They're all plant-based. You can actually read the ingredients, and I think that is like one of the number one reasons that I fell in love with our company and with the products is because you can read all the ingredients. And they're also first to market products, which means that you can't go to like the store and buy what we have. You can only get it from us. It's very exclusive, and so that is amazing as well. And our products are also consumable, meaning you're not just going to buy it and then you have it. You're going to buy it and want to keep using it because of the incredible benefits that you're getting from all the products. So just those are a few reasons that I actually jumped in. I honestly was so scared and so nervous because my background, I have my master's degree in health administration. I was working for corporate America. I was working for a company and driving all over Florida, Central and South Florida, visiting doctors' offices, doing consultations with the doctors. And so sometimes I was away for days at a time. Sometimes the doctors wanted to meet me on weekends. So even though you think of like a normal 9 to 5, mine wasn't a normal 9 to 5. I was working crazy hours. I was working like 60 plus hours a week in the car all the time. And so I really didn't have time. That was the biggest thing holding me back, was I didn't have the time. And so when I was talking and I was watching her, she was like, I'm doing all of this on social media. And I'm like, but how? How does it work? I don't get it, you know? And so I kept just watching her for 6 months because I was so nervous and so scared, and I'm very shy and introverted, and I was like, there's no way that I can do any of that stuff. I've never done anything like this before. I have no sales experience, like all the things, right? And so I just kept watching her, and she was thriving, and so I asked for more information, and I was like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, I just decide to stop, I guess. So I was like, I'm just gonna jump in and try it. My big goal was $450 a month because my student loans for my master's degree at the time, that's how much I paid. And I was like, it'd be cool if I could use this to pay for that and just pay down my debt with it, right? And so that was my huge goal, and I ended up crushing that goal in a month and a half and like surpassing it, right? So at that point, wasn't anywhere near my full, like I never thought this would be a full-time thing, if I'm just being honest. Like I said, that was my big goal, like my year goal. And so then I was like, all right, well, I'll just keep going and see what happens, right? And I'm a hard worker. That's one thing about me. I'm very shy and introverted. I didn't have like any confidence. I would have never done a video like this before. But I know how to work hard. And I know how to figure things out. And so even though I had no idea what I was doing, I was like, I'm just going to figure it out. And so I kept going. And at my full-time job at the time, like my busy, super busy full-time job, the end of the year was the busiest and like the most action because these doctors had to have certain forms in at the end of the year. Anyway, I ended up hitting over 100% of my goal for my full-time job, and I had just started it in March, right? So like I'm learning that and I'm learning this at the same time. It was crazy. Like I said, I'm a hard worker, so I figured it out. And so I also was promoting within this. This was my side thing, right? This was not my full-time thing at the time. I never thought it would be. And so that January, right? So 7 months in, I promoted to, we call it like our first leadership rank, which is Diamond. And so Diamond is about $2,000 a month, right? So I was like, this is cool. This is some extra money. And I earned a $20,000 bonus, which was insane. And I was like, this is awesome. And so at that point I thought like, maybe I could make this into something bigger. And 2 months later, I ended up making more in a month than my full-time job that month, doing this on the side on social media while still working crazy 60+ hour weeks, and just doing all of the things. So my point here is that I thought I was busy too. I get it. I know people in this company that have like 5 kids and work multiple jobs. I know people that go to school full time with multiple jobs. Like I could give you every scenario of people that have all kinds of craziness going on in their lives. And really you just have to kind of sit back and say, what do I really want? I wanted more. That's what I wanted. I was like, I know that there's more out there for me than just working in corporate America. I wanted more. And so this was my way of finding that. And so I ended up retiring myself from my full-time job. And so then I didn't have any kids. It's just me and my husband and my 2 dogs. We had just gotten married the year before, so we were newlyweds. And so it was incredible because right after I was able to retire myself and do this full-time, first of all, the next month after leaving my full-time job, I was like a little like, oh my gosh, like, am I really doing this? And then the next month I earned my first 5-figure paycheck, and I was just blown away. So the earning potential is unlimited. It's whatever you want. Like I said, I jumped into this for $450. I did not jump into this to do this full time. It just ended up there, and it's just been the most incredible ride of my life. And so I've been doing more traveling. Like I've traveled more to see family and friends more in the past few years than I have in forever. Because like I said, I was in school. Like I was in school since the summer after I graduated from high school, every single semester, like up till I graduated from my master's degree. I think I had 1 summer off between my bachelor's and master's degree. But I didn't have time to travel. I didn't have money to travel. That was not a thing. I could barely go home to see my family for holidays because taking off work was so insane, right? And I wasn't home a lot with my husband, and I just remember missing all of that and not wanting that to be my future, So anyway, this has just given us so much. Like the money has been incredible. My husband and I both have jumped in through the ranks in the company. Our team is going for the top rank in the company. It's just so amazing. And we've earned like over $110,000 in bonuses with this company. I'll talk about how that works in a second, but it's just the biggest thing it's given us is options. You would have never used the word confident with me 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago when I started this. That just wasn't something you would have, I'm a hard worker for sure, but you would never have called me confident. And 2 people from social media, because I do this basically 99.9% on social media, talk about that in a second, but have called me confident in the past couple days, and it just makes me want to cry because of this team, because of this company, because of the confidence they've instilled in me and the leadership that I've gained from this is why I'm this person that you see here being so confident and so excited. It's because of this, not anything else. So, when my son, so right after I retired myself, we got pregnant with my son. Now he's 3. He's in the other room. And so I was just able to be home my entire pregnancy, which was incredible. Most people that come on my social media now think that I'm just a stay-at-home mom doing this, but I made this into a thriving business before I was ever a mom, which is cool. But there are people that are already moms that make this into a thriving business at the same time. So, I was able to, when he was born a little bit early, and so I was able to not even have to worry about it. I just was at the hospital, just me and Glenn, just bonding and just having him, and Glenn was able to be home from his job for 3.5 weeks, which was incredible, and would have never been able to do that. Glenn actually dropped down to working part-time, went back to school, finished his bachelor's degree, which he had never done, didn't have to take out any loans for it. Like, this has just given us so many options. It's amazing. And I was not the dreamer. I'll just be honest. I'm a realist. My husband is the dreamer. He was like, I'll be a millionaire, you know, before I even met him. But that was not me. Like, I'm just like, this is what I have. This is where I am. I couldn't see further. That was my mindset. I couldn't see further than where I was at. And so I never dreamt of doing something like this. I never dreamt of having this. I just thought, I'm in corporate America. I'll kind of go my way up the ladder, and wherever I land is where I land, right? So this has just given us, like I said, so many incredible options. So let me talk about how this works. So there's kind of two ways that you can take it. I am not an introvert. I mean, I'm not an extrovert. I'm very introverted. I'm very shy. I love people, but I don't really love being around people. And so my husband's the extrovert. So I have some girls on my team. They are social butterflies. They love talking to people. They love doing parties and doing all the things, and that's great. If you want to do that, I can show you how to do that. But if you're like me and you're busy and you're introverted or whatever, and you just want to do this on social media, I have built my business 99.9% on social media alone. Didn't have very many followers or friends or whatever when I started. We teach you how to do absolutely everything. You could literally know nothing, come into this and thrive with it, because we teach you how to do all of it. We are very hands-on. We work very much as a team, because, you know, I can't be successful without a successful team. So let's see how we make money. Let's go to that part. So a few different ways. Number one, like I said, we don't keep inventory. You only will have any products that you want to use and have your own testimony with, right? I love our coffee. If you've looked at my profile and you know who I am, you know that I'm obsessed with our coffee. And so sometimes I have people that want to just try the coffee before they buy it through the website. And so if I have some on hand that I'm willing to give up, I will sell those individually and just kind of like mail them off. I don't do it super often because I'm obsessed with it and I'm the worst at getting to the post office, but I do that. And then, and a lot of my girls that do parties will sell those and wraps at the parties and make extra cash, quick cash that way. And I have girls that make hundreds of dollars in a month just from that. If that's your thing, cool, teach you how to do that. But our biggest way is our commissions, and we get paid that once a month. It's like our big paycheck, and so that's people just going through the website and purchasing things. And so how that works is, if someone's interested, send them to my link. They shop through the link, it's connected to me, and then I get credit for it, similar to if you've ever heard of affiliate marketing, kind of very similar to that. So I'm just getting credit for it. And then the company pays me a big check once a month for that, which is cool, right? So I don't have to do any of the shipping and inventory, and I don't have to like do customer service, all that stuff. Like, that's all the company, which is cool. You can kind of think of this like an online franchise, you know, like if you think of like, I don't know, Chick-fil-A is the first thing that comes to mind. So sorry if you don't like Chick-fil-A, but you know how Chick-fil-A, if you buy one, or Starbucks, you know, you're using the rules of the company, right? Starbucks itself has certain parameters you have to follow. And so you are just kind of setting up the shop and selling the stuff, right? And so all I have to do is just have someone go to my website. I don't have to worry about all the other things or have overhead or any of that. So weekly bonuses is one of my favorite. So we actually, contrary to popular belief, we don't get paid to sign up distributors. Some people think that we do. We do not. You get paid $0. So I only want people to be on our team if they are really serious about changing their lives, making this into a business, and making some extra income. So when I help someone get started on the team, or whoever helps someone get started on the team, and they get just their first 2 customers in their first month, I get paid a $100 bonus. And those are unlimited. And so I get those every week, and they're amazing. And when I first started, I was like, just like extra cash. I would like hide them from Glenn because I'm like, that's my money. And so those are awesome, and those are unlimited, like I said. And then once you get to, I was kind of talking a little bit earlier about, I said the word diamond level. And so once you get to our leadership levels, those $100 bonuses increase by like $80 and on up. So those are amazing. You can make thousands of money just from those alone, which is cool. And then our CEO, like I said, we're a debt-free company, which means we don't have debt, which means that our CEO can pay us lots of money, which I love. And so he does random bonuses for newbies, for everyone throughout the year. Like I said, I've earned over $110,000 in bonuses with the company. And so those big bonuses, they do those throughout the year and kind of surprise us. And they're like, hey, this month or this month, you know, and so those are absolutely incredible and super life-changing. So that's kind of the gist of what it is. You know, I post on social media. In my stories, you'll see my posts, and when people are interested, then I send them more information and they can purchase from me, or if they want to make extra income, they can just, you know, be on the team. So, and we train them and show them all the things. So that's kind of as easy as it is. It really doesn't take a ton of time. Like I said, I was working crazy hours, and I have people on the team that are just busy as can be, but usually busy people get things done. And I love that we just have a range. Like we have lawyers that are at the top of the company, like multiple nurses that are at the top of the company. Like we have people that have never even finished like college at the top of the company. Like we have so many different ranges of people. And so it really truly doesn't matter what kind of education you have or what kind of training you've ever had or who you are, what your background is. I promise you, like I've seen it all. So you can be successful as well. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you have any more questions, you can drop them below, and I hope that y'all have a great day. Bye.